Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Caught in the backfield. It's Watkins. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Frazier again. And they're able to get him down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On target. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physical.
Runs through a man. He might have space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's going to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Fielded in the end zone, it's Frazier. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Frazier again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Wiley. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down will open up the final period. They'll give to Frazier. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Stockton. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why.
There's a crease. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This
deep shot for the end zone, and incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Frazier again. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter, you got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now facing a 3rd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Hands it off on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it work.
The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Third and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Right down the middle. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, If they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports. A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Guys?
All right, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Coming out with it, it's Frazier. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's got the tight end to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
They'll try the counter. Runs through the tackle. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. Inside the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Carr. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Throwing. Carr. There's the pressure. Makes a connection. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
To the air again, Carr. Using the quick game. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running inside, it's Mobley. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Here's Carr to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it.
Nothing you can do about that on defense. That's just an outstanding one-handed grab by the tight end.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the right. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack, gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading.
He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Slams it ahead, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.